So, good morning. Today is October 13th and it's around 9:45 a.m. So, the big thing this morning was that the banks reported kicking off earnings season, and not unexpectedly they had good results given what's been happening in the rates. For some of you, you know that your bank account may not have that much of an interest rate earnings on it if you haven't changed that. But the Fed rate was up to over 5.5%. So it's easy for banks to cash in on that gap if customers aren't doing anything with it. In addition, if there are credit cards and balances out there, then the interest rate from those and other loans outside of the fixed rate mortgage and any other fixed rate, that has grown a bit as well. And that is going to be the challenge going forward for this market. So here we had the high. A month ago, it tried to go back up, but it didn't get as far. It went down, and now it's trying to go back up again. But there's going to be a barrier there, and that barrier is based on the interest rates. So only a few companies probably will be able to get through that barrier. And this is what I mean by that. So today we've started up in, well, definitely in QQQ. But let's look at yesterday's data just because all of the data hasn't come through for the morning. Under the hood, you have, and I like to look at the new highs and new lows. Under the hood, you still have, and this was from the last close, you have 166 companies in the NYSE making new lows, with 37 making new highs. Let's see if this shows for the NASDAQ, which is the one that I preliminarily follow. The new lows 331, whereas new highs are 42. So there's something not very good going on under the hood, no matter what's happening with this rise. And there are going to be some challenges. So that's why I'm trying to not do much when there's an opportunity to add a little bit more, because I do want to get this portfolio exposure up to 100%. So when the opportunity arises, I will try to add a few more in order to get to that point. Right now, I'm still only using 25% of the account with 75% in cash. And when there's a dip that I feel, I can't even say confident, that I feel like it wouldn't hurt me if I buy at that point, I will buy. Because ultimately, what I'm trying to do is, and this is only 3 months because this is where I have definitive data, but I'm expanding this out 3 years. I am trying to do well versus the NASDAQ 100 and the S&P 500 index. So for the past 3 months, I'm up 0.46%, while the NASDAQ 100 is down minus 0.8%, and the S&P is down minus 2.74%. So this is what the chart looks like, which is expected because I did make those little buys in the last few weeks, so that when the market did start to rise, my account did rise with it. So I don't expect anything more to happen. As I said, my goal right now is just to see how I can get this exposure up to 100%, but I don't have any belief that we're going to be hitting any new highs anytime soon. But if we do, I'll be prepared for it. So that is all I have for today. Have a great weekend.